メジャー翻訳速報。
ロサンゼルス・ドジャースの春季キャンプも終盤を迎え、いよいよ東京での開幕戦が近づいてきました。タイラー・グラスノウ投手の力強い投球や、ムーキー・ベッツ選手のショート守備への適応など、今シーズンの活躍が楽しみな要素が満載です。この動画が面白いと思っていただけたら、チャンネル登録、高評価お願いいたします。
Welcome inside our Sportsnet LA studio, joined today by the real Jay here, Jerry Hairston Jr., the Dodgers' longest Cactus League winning streak, Jerry, since 2009. Came to an end today. 8-game winning streak. It is over, but Tyler Glasnow did look good.
Yeah, listen, Tyler did look good, but you know what happened, John?
What?
Dave Vassay flew, because he was on our show yesterday.
Yeah.
Flew over there. They saw him. Guys were a little down. They lost today's Wago.
It's all DV's fault. But Tyler Glasnow, 3 innings, looked pretty strong today, and afterwards he talked about it with Kirsten Watson.
Final tune-up of spring. How did it feel just kind of get out there, be efficient? How are things kind of working for you on the mound today?
Good. Felt pretty good. I think the rhythm early on wasn't as good as the next 2 innings, but I felt sharp for the most part, yeah.
When you think about this being your final outing of spring, is this where you wanted to be, whether it's feeling more comfortable with the adjustments that you've made, feeling more athletic in your delivery? Is this a good kind of tell-all for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still throwing the exhibition game in Japan and then probably have one more at home, so I'm kind of still in the midpoint, but I feel good up to now, for sure, yeah.
What did you learn about just how to handle going over there last year and then coming back and getting ready for the start of the season? Were there any challenges or changes you made last year or something you can learn from for this time?
I think I was feeling good before going over, and I think getting into that regular season game last year early, it was felt a little early, I guess. It was one of those things, but the stuff I knew was the sleep change stuff and just the big shift in hours and everything like that. But there's only so much you can kind of do to prepare for it, and just try to line up sleep schedules as soon as you can, and that's kind of it.
When you came back and made that first start over here last year, did you kind of feel back to normal?
Yeah, I felt way better when I got home and threw against the Cardinals. Yeah.
Is there anything different that you guys are doing as a team now this year, so that you maybe kind of learned in terms of the sleep schedule, stuff like that?
I don't know. I think everyone kind of, I don't know what everyone's answer would be, but I know they'll kind of let us know how to handle it before, and you get on the flight and they have those little a bunch of, it's a sleep packet thing, and it'll kind of give you instructions and some supplements and all that stuff. So you either do it or you don't, kind of thing. Yeah.
What are you expecting the scene to be like when you guys go over there?
Otani's Justin Bieber times 10 over there, so it's probably going to be insane. There are a lot of people. Last year was a lot of people going through the hotel and every day kind of walking around, so I'm expecting it to probably be crazy.
What people don't see, Jerry, is the hustle of Kirsten Watson. She was there racing into the clubhouse to talk to Tyler Glasnow, races right back out after the final out to talk to the skipper, Dave Roberts.
Well, Dave, for Tyler Glasnow, he had his final outing of the Cactus League. He was able to get through 3 innings. Pretty efficient there. What did you see from him just today?
I thought he was good. I thought the stuff was good. He felt good out there. I thought his mechanics were good. Strike throwing was fine. It was good to get him through 3 innings, and then I think his next will be that first exhibition game in Tokyo. So he's well on his way.
And we also saw some of the key arms out of the bullpen. Results here and there, but what were you seeing just kind of from those guys as they continued to progress, whether it was up, downs, and different situations?
Yeah, you know what, I think, the main thing for us is we got Bonda to do an up, down, and obviously I don't think he was as sharp in that second inning. Got the strikeout versus the lefty to finish that 1 inning, but just kind of building him up was good. I thought Alex threw the baseball well today. Kasperius continues to throw the ball really well. So overall, I thought Luis Garcia was fine. So overall, pretty good outing from the pen.
And with now only 3 games left here of the Cactus League before this team gets on a plane, heads to Japan to open the season against the Cubs. You've got Blake Snell, who will have his final tune-up of Cactus League tomorrow. What are you hoping to see from him as he takes another step?
You know, I think Blake is going to be up to 4 or 5 innings, and he's had a good camp. I think he's been pouring into some guys, but, making sure he, keeps his side of the street clean and getting ready. So he's excited to pitch, and this will be his last one, obviously, as you said, in the Cactus League, and we'll go from there.
All right, thanks so much, Dave.
All right, Kirsten, thank you.
The Dodgers fall, though, by the final of 5-2. Tyler Glasnow, 3 innings, allowed just that solo homer, struck out 6. Ben Kasparius gave up 1 run in his inning and 2/3, couple Ks. Mookie 1 for 2 with an RBI. Chris Taylor 1 for 3, scored a run. Freddie Freeman 1 for 3 with an RBI. 3 games left on the Cactus League calendar. Jerry, don't forget the time change late tonight.
That's right.
Tomorrow's game is at 1 p.m. against the Athletics. Blake Snell, second start of the spring. Yoshinobu Yamamoto gets the ball on Monday. And then Tuesday, Roki Sasaki will close out the schedule in Arizona, just as they have been since February 20th. All spring games right here on Sportsnet LA. Of course, today is International Women's Day, recognizing equality for all since 1909. This tweet pic from the Dodgers saying, "Happy International Women's Day." The Dodgers are proud to celebrate the women of the Dodgers front office. And here at Sportsnet LA, we want to acknowledge some of the many incredibly talented women who play a huge role in our network. You see all the names here. We want to thank all of them. We are able to bring you a lot of the fun and incredible coverage of the team we all love because of these women. So today might be International Women's Day. We appreciate them every single day. Time for the Carl's Jr. moment of the game, Jerry. Hunter Fiducia called out on strikes to end the game, but no, he's going to challenge.
That's right. You have the ABS system for a reason,
That's
the
right.
ABS. It is just off the plate. How
Did it
about
again.
back to back?
Back to back. He's like, no, you missed that one again, Blue. And he was right.
Yes, he was.
But the third pitch, he swings and misses. Strike 5.
It happens.
Dodgers lose 5-2, but nobody really cares. But Jerry, what we do care about is Tyler Glasnow coming back from the elbow injury. He has looked good this spring and another solid outing today.
Yeah, he was extremely sharp. Had the fastball, had the breaking ball, especially that 12-step curveball. We're going to the K zone and break down Tyler Glasnow. I love the buildup he's had so far this spring, getting ready for the season. Look at this curveball. Incredible depth, late breaking depth. Here's a slider. Nice job keeping it outer third for strike 3. Here comes another slider. This is not a bad pitch. This is the first pitch of the inning. You try to throw that give-me-over slider. You tip it out to Miguel Vargas. He was ready for it. Drives out of the ballpark. That breaking ball, 12-6, getting the hitter to chase. You loved the breaking ball, the slider, curveball. How about the fastball? 96 miles an hour. One more time to Taylor. That is by you. Working on that curveball as well. Again, Talkman once again to chase that breaking ball. A guy like a Tyler Glasnow, when he has all his pitches working, he is so tough to hit. And it wasn't a mistake. That home run to Vargas, that wasn't a mistake. It was the first pitch of the inning, slider out of third. Sometimes great hitting gets good pitches. Tip your hat.
Tip your hat to Miguel Vargas. Dodgers fall 5-2 to the White Sox. Still more to come. Our spring conversation with the Dodgers starting shortstop. Jerry will evaluate as well what we've seen from Mookie Betts so far this spring. Mookie Betts' 5-year run with the Dodgers. 4 All-Star appearances, 4 Silver Slugger awards, 2 Gold Gloves, and most importantly, 2 World Series championships. From Camelback Ranch, Kirsten got connected with the Dodgers starting shortstop.
All right, well, Mookie, another year in the books, another World Series championship for you. You spent 6 seasons with Boston. This is now about to be your 6th season with the Dodgers. Can you believe it's already been that long?
That's whew, it goes by quick. It goes by quick for sure.
It does. And you were very transparent this offseason. You said, all right, I now have 2 rings from the Dodgers. You've got one in Boston. We're trying to fill up a hand here.
Yeah.
With the moves that this team made this offseason, how much closer does that feel for that opportunity for you?
Whew, it definitely moves the needle. It definitely moves the needle. You know, being a Dodger has been everything for me. I mean, on the field, off the field. I mean, so many life opportunities have been created being a Dodger, and you know, being amongst the front office that really wants to win. Like a front office that really wants to win is fun, man. They give you just the best product every day, and it's just really just I got to go out and do my job, and let's have fun and play baseball.
When you think about the guys that are in that clubhouse with you, it's the mindset, it's how you guys go about your job every single day. Can you just share with us what it's like and a little behind the scenes of the hard work and everything you guys put into having that success?
Once you step foot in that clubhouse, I think the precedent is set with Show, myself, Freddie, Miggy, Muntz, you know, all the veteran guys. Like, we all work hard, and we all take pride in doing our jobs each and every day, and I think that leaks over into all the young guys. Obviously, it comes from up top, right? Those guys work hard. I mean, it really is just an environment that's hard not to be successful in. It's a successful culture, and once you're embedded in it, it's really hard not to start working hard and start to taste success.
Now you're coming into this season. You're going to be the everyday shortstop again. You obviously grew up in that position. But as a veteran in this league, what is it like for you personally, just having this new challenge for yourself?
It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, obviously there's a lot of stress that goes into it. Last year I didn't really get to prepare like I wanted to prepare, and I think that's where the stress kind of came from. And you know, Aaron Bates told me last year, you know, your confidence is going to come from your preparation, and I feel like I did not prepare correctly last year. And so now that I have an off season, I had ample time to prepare, and I think I will be very at peace with how shortstop goes this year, and I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go great.
What was the biggest focus for you, though, just this off season, and just from your learnings from last year?
To scrap all of that, everything, scrap it all, restart. You know, playing shortstop I was 18, and I got moved off of shortstop at 18 or 19, I want to say, and so. You know, in high school, when you're one of the best players around, like nobody's gonna really teach you anything, and so I never really got the opportunity to learn. And this off season, I really got the opportunity to learn every move, everything about it, the intricacies of it, everything about it. And like now, when I go in, I have a full game plan. I have everything that I need to be successful, and that's why I think. It'll be good.
Has there been anyone in specific that you've maybe kind of looked to or even seek some advice from?
Yeah, there's been just a couple guys, some friends back home. I got to talk to Tulo a little bit. Tulo is a good friend of mine, so got to speak with him. I watch him on video a lot. Andrelton Simmons on video a lot. Brandon Crawford, Omar Vizquel. I mean, my wife got mad at me because you know every night I was watching shortstops. You just make routine plays, make all the highlight plays. Like if you look at my YouTube right now, it's like shortstop plays. So I really got these months to really embed myself in it, and that's why I think it's gonna be good.
So of course we have to go back to the World Series in Game 5 and that 5th inning, because you were a key catalyst in the mayhem that happened. How would you, though, just describe those moments, that game, and then of course ultimately the comeback and winning the World Series?
It was wild, man. It was wild, and you know, we can speak on the Yankees all we want, but you know, I really think it's kudos, shout out to us for just playing the game, playing the game the right way, playing full 27 outs. We had some heady plays there with some base running plays, and then we took advantage of a couple mishaps there, and then I think we really just stayed consistent the whole time. It doesn't really matter what the Yankees did. I think I'm more focused on how we fought the whole time coming back, and we applied pressure and were able to come out on top.
Exactly, and then you guys got to celebrate in Los Angeles. What was that like, being a part of the parade?
That was fun, man. That was a lot of people. You know, my parade in Boston, that was a lot of people, and I'm very grateful for that. I think, you know, where I'm at in life, it means so much to me just because I'm in LA, and LA has given me so much, and so for me to for the Dodgers to be able to give back to LA and winning this World Series and all the things that we do, I mean, it just means so much to me, and I love it.
Can you give us a little insight as just to how fabulous the ring is going to be for the guys?
Honestly, I haven't seen it. They were walking around showing it, and I said I just wanted to wait to see it. So they keep bragging and saying they're very proud of it. So anything they're very proud of usually turns out to be pretty good. So I mean, anytime you get a ring, no matter what it looks like, that means you did something good.
It's going to be special, and it's going to set an incredible tone for this 2025 season. Mookie, thank you as always, and best of luck this season.
Thank you.
Well, so far so good. Mookie Betts has handled every ball hit his way at shortstop. Jerry has not committed an error, but I want to ask you, what has been your early impression of him this spring as opposed to last year when he was basically thrust into that role on an emergency basis?
Well, that's just it. He was thrust in that role, didn't have any time to prepare. He said it there in the interview. When you don't have time to prepare, you're going to feel like maybe a little nervous that you're rushed. Now he's had an entire offseason. You heard what he's done, the preparation. Look how calm he is. making that play. He doesn't have to be in a rush. Nice chopping play right here. Okay, I'm gonna take the out. I'm not gonna force something that's not there. I just love his rhythm, his timing, his tempo, but most importantly, his confidence. He knows he can do it. This is an easy play, not trying to be spectacular. And I told him, Mookie, you don't have to try to be spectacular. Just make the routine play, and believe it or not, your athleticism is going to make things look so spectacular. He mentioned guys like Omar Vizquel, who's, in my mind, him and Ozzie Smith, probably the greatest defensive shortstop that my eyes has ever seen. But he's as good of an athlete as there ever been in the sport of baseball playing shortstop. He's an incredible athlete. Right fielder, center fielder, you can put him anywhere. So him just going out there saying, you know what, I'm just going to make the routine play. The great plays are going to happen natural because he is an elite.
Dave Roberts coming off his second World Series title since 2020, and the future Hall of Fame manager says they are at the 1-yard line and discussing a contract extension, Jerry. And if it gets done and if the reports are true, Doc is going to be the highest paid skipper in the game, and very well deserved.
Well deserved. I mean, you got to remember, Dave Roberts has done a great job handling all sorts of personalities, different cultures, superstars, and they've continued to win and in positions to win every single year. Dave Roberts is loved, but more importantly, respected in that clubhouse by not just the big league guys, but also the guys that are coming up to the show, AA, AAA guys. You got to have a system in place to be able to win consistently. Yes, we have a lot of talent, but there's a lot of teams that have a lot of talent, and they don't figure out a way to win. Here, I know everybody made a big deal about that, but that's Dave Roberts being Dave Roberts. He's always been that guy, wears his heart on his sleeve. This is well-deserved. Here's another thing, too, John. Last postseason, yes, he had all the information, all the analytics. He managed with his heart. He managed with his eyes. A lot of moves weren't analytically correct. Right. But he understood the situation, and he understood his players, and those moves paid dividends, and that's why they won the World Series. So obviously the front office recognized that. Congrats.
Yeah.
Dave Roberts.
They will get it done in the coming days. We know that. All right, so, Jerry, the producers, they could not reach you earlier this afternoon, so they asked me for my answers instead. So I'm going to need you to tell me if I'm right or wrong in these two answers here. I was asked to give an X factor for the Dodgers pitching staff. I chose Tyler Glasnow. The big reason why, I know he's an all-star last year for the first time, but if he can just stay healthy for an entire season and be available in October, that changes this pitching staff. Such an incredible deal.
I think you're right, John, and here's why. We know what Blake Snell, even though this is his first season as a Dodger, you know what he's done is throughout his career. Left-handed starter, 2-time Cy Young Award winner. You have him with Yamamoto, and obviously Sasaki will be in the mix. Healthy Clayton Kershaw down the road, maybe Bob Vanilla, Tony Gonsolin. You put Tyler Glasnow elite?
Yeah.
Yes. I will agree with you. He is the X factor.
All right, so we got 1 for 1 so far. On the position player side, Jerry, I went with one of Tyler Glasnow's battery mates, that being Will Smith. Again, 2 consecutive years as an all-star, but we've seen him in the second halves really tail off offensively. He was dealing with a bone bruise in his ankle we found out about. But if you get him healthy and get him to a point where in the second half he can also produce like he has in the first half, game changer.
I don't like where this is going, John, because you're 2 for 2. I'm going to agree with you because Will Smith bats is elite when he's right. You put him in the middle of the lineup, hit him 5th, 6th with this lineup, especially all the RBI chances he's going to have, this team is going to be nightmarish. Is that a word? Yes.
Of course it is.
Nightmarish for the rest of the opposition. So we got to make sure he not only is healthy, but stays healthy throughout the season because he is a tremendous X factor.
All right, so we'll see if we get Will Smith and Tyler Glasnow healthy all throughout the season and productive. Key upcoming dates with only 3 Cactus League games left. The Dodgers will be in Japan March 18th and 19th for that Tokyo series to start the year against the Chicago Cubs. Then it's back here to Southern California March 23rd to begin the annual Freeway Series with the Angels. March 27th, the home opener against AL Cy Young Award winner Tarek Skubal and the Detroit Tigers. Ring ceremony nights is the following night at the Ravine. Tomorrow, Blake Snell makes his second start of the spring. Hasn't pitched in a Cactus League game since February 25th, where he threw 30 pitches in 1 inning of work. He has thrown on the backfields. Jerry, what are you hoping to see out of Snellzilla in his final Arizona outing?
Continue, obviously, the buildup with the innings, the pitches. also working on everything, whether it's that changeup, whether it's that break the ball or fastball. He's still on his normal plan to start the regular season. So just getting his work in.
All right, so Cactus League play wraps on Tuesday afternoon. Then Wednesday, the team heads to Tokyo. It'll be like the Beatles arriving, Jerry. As a player, how much do you think these guys are looking forward to this experience?
Listen, they are looking forward to this experience. Listen, there's nothing like traveling abroad, especially if you're the Dodgers' historic franchise. Traveling with Shohei Ohtani, Sasaki, and Yamamoto, it is going to be epic for those players. They're going to have a great time in Japan.
Yeah, they talked about last year how incredible it was when they went to South Korea. Just imagine the reception when they get to Tokyo, Japan with all of those guys. For Jerry and Kirsten, I'm John. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, Dodgers and Oakland Athletics. Now they're the Sacramento Athletics, but it's first pitch, 1 o'clock. Time change.
メジャー翻訳速報。
ドジャースは3月18日と19日に東京ドームでカブス戦を行い、大谷翔平選手、山本由伸投手、佐々木朗希投手の日本人トリオが本拠地で大きな注目を集めることでしょう。さらにデーブ・ロバーツ監督も契約延長が近いとのことで、チームの勢いは止まりません。この動画が参考になりましたら、チャンネル登録と高評価をぜひよろしくお願いします。